So let's get right into this. Shakur pulled off a masterful performance. Going into this fight, I thought this was a horrible style matchup for Teofimo. Whenever Teofimo fights a mover like Ortiz or Sandor Martin, he struggles, and neither of those guys are on the level of Shakur Stevenson. So the question was, how does Teo deal with an elite mover? And the answer is, he didn't. Shakur dominated from the opening bell. The jab completely controlled the fight, and the ghosts of Ortiz and Martin showed up immediately. Teo was embarrassed, and there's no other way to put it. 119, 109 on all three scorecards. That's exactly how I had it too. I only gave Teofimo round 9. Shakur Stevenson has the best jab in boxing right now, and honestly one of the best we've ever seen. His patience, ring IQ, distance control are all off the charts. His technique is far beyond someone of his age and experience. This is a generational talent. Shakur is now a world champion at 126, 130, 135 and 140. The second youngest 4-weight world champion behind Oscar De La Hoya, and the 25th 4-weight world champion in boxing history. After the fight, Shakur called out Conor Benn, and I'd love to see that fight in the UK, but if I'm Benn's management team, I might have to get Conor Benn to sit that one out. We also saw Big Baby Miller seriously underperform, and at this point he might be past his best. Honestly, the highlight of the fight was Miller losing his toupee. This tells you everything you need to know about this fight and about his performance. Bruce Shushu Carrington though, different story. He looked unreal. For me, the best fighter at 126 pounds right now. Great jab, brilliant bodywork, excellent punch selection and very good speed. Also, enough power to keep you honest. He's entertaining and I genuinely think he could be a star. I need to see Carrington versus Rafael Espinoza. That fight has fireworks written all over it. Carrington is a complete fighter. The way he switches from defense to offense is too clean. And most importantly, for once we have a world title won in the ring and not over an email. Keyshawn Davis delivered the most brutal performance of the weekend. He systematically broke down and destroyed Jermaine Ortiz. No rush, no panic, just intelligent pressure and intelligent punch selection. Davis dropped Ortiz in the 11th round with a body shot. It was beautiful work. Ortiz is a very, very tough man because I do not know how he got up after that body shot. But every time Ortiz has stepped up now, he has lost. And from this performance, Keyshawn Davis is clearly on that next level. What also impressed me about Keyshawn Davis was his feint game, almost reminiscent of another Norfolk technician. Commentary for this fight was strange. Mora was glazing Ortiz's footwork whilst Keyshawn was putting belt to ass. During fight week, Keyshawn was adamant that he may not be at 140 pounds for too long, but so far in his career, this is the best we've ever seen him. Keyshawn called out Devin Haney, but Devin Haney is not Ortiz. Haney is a way better boxer. But in terms of this style matchup, right now, I don't have a prediction and I would need to think about it. And we've yet to see Keyshawn at 147 pounds, so only time will tell. Now, let's head over to the UK and up to Newcastle for the Josh Kelly versus Bakhram Murtazaliev fight. Josh Kelly looked confident all week, shoving Bakhram at the face-off, talking himself up, and going into this fight, I'll be honest, I had very little faith in Kelly. Now, stylistically, Bakhram is a come-forward counter-puncher. He wants you to commit so he can time you. And this was woefully demonstrated on my favourite fighter, Tim Tszyu. But anyways, Bakhram looked slow early on, which is understandable after his 18 months out of the ring, and Kelly did start sharp. Kelly dropped him in the 4th, but the refereeing throughout the fight was awful. By the 8th round, Murtazaliev regained his composure and dropped Kelly, and the referee gave Kelly plenty of time to recover. Personally, I had this a draw. I have no issue with the decision being given to Kelly, and at 154 pounds, he is food. He is next scheduled to fight Boots for that 154 pounds IBF belt if the Ortiz fight doesn't happen. And this is probably going to expose Kelly again. Now to some heavyweight news to finish off.
Why for that, but get on with it.
It was announced that Tyson Fury would be fighting Makhmudov April 11th on Netflix. On paper, this is a risky fight. Makhmudov is a massive puncher, 19 KOs in 21 wins. But stylistically, it should be straightforward for Tyson Fury. Makhmudov has zero defense, assuming we still have the same old Tyson Fury and the layoff hasn't affected him. Tyson Fury should stop Makhmudov by the mid-rounds. And it was also announced that Chisora would be taking on Wilder on April 4th. Just with these two fights alone, April is shaping up nicely. And honestly, I didn't love it when it was announced. I do understand that this is Chisora's last fight, but I wanted to see Chisora in there with Fabio. I do understand that the Fabio fight is not a winnable fight, but it would have been carnage. Based on Wilder and Chisora's recent performances, I'll call it now, this fight will underperform, just based on punch stats and the form of both fighters recently. This is a very winnable fight for Chisora, and I see him picking up the victory. That's it for the weekend. Just a quick recap. Let me know what your thoughts are on Shakur's performance, whether Teos can come back from this, and which fight are you most excited for in April. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.